Hi guys. This is super unprofessional and vlog style because I've tried to film this 4 or 5 times now and I forgot an intro. My name is Tabitha. I am Biffy from Biffy's Place, and I wanted to make a video telling you what helped me with my PCOS and hirsutism. So that's what's coming at ya. I hope you find this helpful. And on you go. Love you, girls.
All right, y'all. Welcome. Good morning. It's my little tagline at work because I always say good morning when it's like 9 p.m. Okay, this is my extremely messy box of supplies. So, this is what I'm gonna do. Today I'm talking about PCOS and hirsutism. Those are two things that go together and that I have had for 10 years. 10 years, y'all. My glasses need to be scrubbed up, and I don't know if there's a blue glare, but we'll find out in editing. And pardon me, and we won't do them again. We won't do them again, but we'll just do glasses free. They're prescription, don't ask me, it's fine. Okay, so I was a preteen actually when I started getting hair growth, like sideburns. If you don't know what PCOS is, it's polycystic ovarian syndrome. It basically, it means, whoa, good morning. It means that there's cysts on your ovaries. Now, I think they just kind of use it as a blanket statement for people who have high testosterone or insulin resistance, because I don't have cysts on my ovaries. So I've had scans done and things like that. So I've had scans and testing, and I don't have cysts on my ovaries, but I do have high testosterone and hirsutism. Okay, so polycystic ovarian syndrome is like the cysts on the ovaries. The cysts on the ovaries, but I do not have that. I have a sporadic period, or I had a sporadic period, and I have hirsutism. I have high testosterone and is insulin resistance. If you have no idea what those mean, just look those key phrases up. Hirsutism is kind of what I'm going to be talking about more than the other things. Hirsutism is hair growth that is caused by the high testosterone in your body, and it causes like male hair growth. It can also, yeah, that's all that it causes, male hair growth. So you can have it anywhere, and it can be as thick or as thin. It's different for everybody. It's increased for me and decreased in different seasons, and I don't know what that applies to, like what that is caused by. So I think it was way before I turned 14 that I started getting sideburns, and they weren't that thick. Like, they were a little extra. Like, I've seen women rocking it, and but for some reason I decided to start waxing it. I think it just started getting longer and thicker, and I didn't know how to take care of it other than just waxing it off or shaving it off. And the myth is that if you shave it off, it gets thicker and coarser, which is not necessarily true for everyone. I think that's the key. For people who don't have these problems, it's not going to cause thicker hair growth. But I I have a sneaking suspicion that for people who have higher testosterone, it will. I don't know if that's science. I don't know if there's anything backing that. That's just my theory. So I started waxing my face around 14 years old, and I still do that. Over the years, it's gotten worse, and for a long time, I didn't go to the doctor for it. I only started going to the doctor for it when I turned 20 years old. And that was more for the lack of consistency with my cycle than for the hirsutism. But I did find a few things that helped that were not prescription medication for the hirsutism. Nothing really cures the hirsutism in at least what I've researched, unless you're very consistent with a few natural remedies and waxing. So I think I was 20 years old when I went, way back when I was 14 years old, I went on a missions trip and we put me on birth control. I don't know what kind because I didn't care at the time. So I went on birth control probably only for like 6 or 8 months, and then I just stopped because I did not like the way I felt, and now I realize that was a blood sugar reason, because it was that same foggy feeling I felt in my head. So then I was 20 when I went to this new doctor in a different city, and I was put on metformin, which was at the time, in the last couple of years, I'm 24 now, so in the last couple of years they have discovered that it's really, they probably knew that before, I didn't do that much research about it, but it's really, really not good for you to go on, unless you really have to. It's really good for people who are trying to get pregnant, so don't feel shame about that if you're trying to get pregnant and you're on metformin. I might do that if I have a hard time getting pregnant. I don't know. That's how my sister, she also has PCOS. That's how she was able to have children. Then I think it was probably a year later, I couldn't afford it anymore because it's very expensive. And so, at least where I am, it was very expensive. So I started looking for not natural. I just looked for alternatives. Anything that was alternative that I didn't have to get a doctor for a prescription for. And it was just like a whirlwind of emotions. I also, at one point, started taking DIM supplements, and I think that helped more with my weight and things like that. So fast forwarding back to, I believe, around 21, 22, I started looking for alternatives to metformin, and the doctor also had put me on metformin, vitamin D, 5,000 IU, and saw palmetto. I still take vitamin D and saw palmetto. All the research shows that women that have PCOS are extremely low in vitamin D, like more than the rest of the United States. If you've ever researched vitamin D, most of the United States is really low just because of how much indoor work we do now, as opposed to back in the day when we all owned farms and worked outside. So we're all extremely low, but PCOS women are even lower than that. And then the saw palmetto helps with a lot of things. Actually, it helps with respiratory health, which is amazing because I have had lots of respiratory health issues. But it also reduces the amount of hair growth. When I was taking it extremely consistently, I went from having to wax my face twice a week to having to wax my face every other week. And then I dropped off of taking it for a long while, and I've noticed I have to wax my face once a week again, which is better than before still, so at some level it helped. Sure, now I'll show you what I found that really helped. So for probably a year and a half, sit right there, good boy. Probably, oh, I'm gonna bring this up here, excuse me. Okay, probably for a year and 1/2 a year, I was taking this Ovacitol supplement very, very religiously. So Ovacitol, or Ovacitol, I don't know how to pronounce it properly. It's an inositol supplement. It's really super effective. This is what I started taking when I was trying to get off of metformin, and it really worked. The metformin took about 3 months to get out of my system, and so I was taking this inside that 3 months, and it was already starting to work after that metformin got out of my system. So it probably only took 4 to 5 months for everything to regulate again. So it was fantastic. It comes in this tub. This is the brand Theralogics Nutritional Science. I can link things down below. I got mine on Amazon. At first, they didn't have the tub on Amazon, which is $70 for 3 months supply, which was like 3/4 of the price that I was paying every month for metformin. So I was like, this is totally worth it. And then when I first started, they had, it was in a bag, like a resealable aluminum type inside bag, and they were little packets, one-use packets. That was $90, so it was beautiful, and that's what I usually get when I am traveling, because you don't have to worry about having it on your carry-on. It doesn't have any flavor, it doesn't have a taste. The science behind it, you can research that too yourself. There's a lot of science behind it, and it really, really helped. I had a regular period for 2 years while taking this. I think I'm gonna start adding this back in and being really, really consistent with it. It really, really, really helped. It also helped with the blood sugar levels and keeping that like brain fog non-existent. And you only take it once in the morning and once at night, and you just put it in a glass of water. That's what I did. You can put it in anything though, water, juice. Let's see the instructions. Yeah, into any liquid. Stir until the powder's dissolved, and it's recommended to take it with food, but I never had a problem without having food. I don't really like eating in the morning. And then I was taking, and I still am taking, vitamin D3, and it has to be 5,000 IUs. And I also started sitting outside in the sun, or like walking outside in the sun for a few hours a day, like at least 20 minutes. I found an app for seeing how much I was actually absorbing, and I would still take one of these a day. But if the sun is not out, like it isn't out today, nor has it been out for a whole month or two, I will take 2, just because I think it makes me feel good. If I'm going to die from that, I don't think I will. Ask your doctor, or be brave and do it yourself. I don't know. And then the saw palmetto, I will write down all of these things because it's spelled funny, but this is the one I've been taking on and off. And when I was taking this regularly, this is what really, really reduced the amount of hair growth, not only on my face, but also my chest, my breasts, my stomach, even my hair on my legs and underarms. Very much reduced. It was really amazing. So I'm gonna start taking this one again. I would recommend talking to a doctor about the dosage. This one's extra strength, and I don't know if that's very wise. I'm going to, after I have another bottle of this, and after I finish them, I'm gonna go back to, I think it's 125 milligrams is what you're supposed to take. That's what it was recommended to me. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go back to that. But I really
So now I went to a new doctor that he's a chiropractor, but he also does supplement testing. I don't know how to explain it to you. I will explain it to you in a different video. But these are the things I'm taking now, which I will add into the other things that I showed you before. This is an adrenal supplement. It has a lot of vitamin B and a lot of different roots and vegetables and plant extracts in here that support the adrenal and thyroid. A lot of women with PCOS have thyroid problems, and the key is to support it. Get testing if you need to, or if you feel like something is off. There's a lot of amazing websites that you can actually get testing from now, not having to go to the doctor. I find that going to the doctor, unless you have really, really good insurance, it can be way more expensive at the doctor. Whatever. If you don't trust them, then go to the doctor. If you don't trust the websites, then go to the doctor. It's fine. Another thing is for women with PCOS, the liver goes through a lot more damage than people that don't have PCOS. So I have been taking this liver and kidney. Your kidneys, I think, is what I'm actually talking about, not your liver. But this helps really a lot. There's zinc, copper, magnesium, milk thistle, berry or barberry root, dandelion root, and a bunch of other stuff. Those are some of the main things. And I forgot to tell you the brand. This is Optimal Health Systems. It's amazing. You can get a monthly shipment. You can get the same things. You can call, change it up. It's amazing. They're amazing over there. But definitely get people to come and help you. If you are in the California area, I will link down below the person that I go see. And the last one, it's not the last thing that I take. I take a few other things as well, but these are the ones that I feel have done the most for me. This is Female B+. This helps me with the sugar, blood sugar, and which is the what is doing things to your weight and your mind. It helps with the head fog. I would get such bad head fog, and this has been helping, as well as the Ovasitol really, really helps. This is a lot of B vitamins and copper, magnesium, zinc, iodine, a bunch of different roots, different things like that. This helped so much. So those are all the supplements I take. Not all of them. Those are some main supplements I take, and those have really helped me. And I wanted you to have hope if you have PCOS or hirsutism. Please do not feel discouraged. I know what it is like to have done so many things, tried so many things, taken things out of your diet, added things into your diet, taken different supplements, went to different doctors, went on prescription medication,
went on birth control and like all these different things don't help you, or they make things worse, or listen, there is hope. There's going to be the right doctor out there for you. There's going to be the right supplements out there for you. Things are going to change, I promise you. Don't lose hope. If you have any questions, if you have disappointment, if you're hopeless, please contact me. I will try my best to help you. I will pray for you. I will do all the things. I will try all the things for you. I wanted to show you up close what my hirsutism looked like, because I think it's encouraging. I've found a few women on on YouTube, that have the same thing, and it's so encouraging to see what they do and how they take care of it. And I'm at the point where I need to wax my face, so I thought I would show you before I do that. That's why I have no makeup on today. Why are you doing this to me? You're being so mean. Okay. You guys. 4th time's a charm. I think and hope and pray. Alright, y'all. Close up here. Maybe. Hopefully. You can see all that hair, I hope. The gist of what I'm trying to say is I have a lot of hair everywhere. On my face, up to my ears, down to my chin. My mustache is pretty good. I'm usually just right here. And down my neck. I have hair on my chest, on my breasts, on my stomach, super thick down the middle. I have hair really thickly on my private areas, my booty, my legs, and my underarms, even this hair. I take care of it. If you're interested to see what I do, let me know. But the point is, don't feel ashamed, and I want you to reach out if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are hormonally sad, if you are unaware of what to do next, if you're overwhelmed, if you are scared, whatever, you can reach out and I will be that person for you. And I just want to pray that you find the right doctors, the right supplements, the right medication, that your body lines up in Jesus' name, and that you have no more problems, no more pain. And I'm trying to end this video. This is the 4th time I've had to refilm because it's not capturing. So hopefully this worked. And I hope you feel hope. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's not all for nothing. Okay? All right, guys. See you later.